So, first thing, NPC AI has been improved. To boil it down, this just means you can't throw supernovas at them constantly.
Today I will stand idly, appreciating the beauty of nature. This peace and
They just automatically reflect it until they're hostile. Hello, today we're going to take a look at the space update log. I've been looking forward to this for about 2 weeks now, so I'm not going to piss about and we're just going to get into it. Servers shut down every 24 hours and the region appears at the bottom of the screen. This is good, so now you can tell if lag is server side or client side, and you can just leave if it is the fault of the server. NPC AI has been improved, along with being able to use stamina break and ultimate attacks. These all fall under the same roof, but essentially, if you didn't see the intro, they automatically reflect projectiles whilst they're in a non-hostile state, reflect them more often even if they are hostile, and are just generally more of a nuisance, so, you know, that's fun. Training quest added. You get a skill point for completing a training quest. I don't know if these are dailies or not, but I'd assume they are, because one single skill point is pretty sad, honestly. Balances have been made to each world's difficulty, and the earned Zenny rate has been increased in different worlds. This is a great change because I remember Namek used to give about 3/4 of the amount of Zenny Earth did, and it was still like twice as long if you want to compare in terms of how much health the NPCs had. Next on the list is customization. New landscape for character creator screen, that should be on the screen right now. Body types added, and frost demons have another colour selection for muscles. These are, you know, good quality of life changes, and it's good to see that you can finally be a fat Namekian. You can now set your clothing colour to the default clothing's colour, and you can preview accessories before you purchase them. Another W for cosplayers, congratulations, keep on winning. Here is the real meat of the space update, what you've all been waiting for, Planet Kanasa. You can summon space pods through your menu so you don't have to trek back to certain spots like in Final Stand. Black Star Dragon Balls added. I know these can float in the middle of space, so this is going to be a fucking nightmare to hunt for. And one new raid added. It hasn't been explicitly stated which raid this would be, but we can assume it's the Pico raid. You know, the fabled Pico raid. Next segment, gameplay. You've got taunts and power scaling has been added, which is exactly what they say on the tin. Power scaling, I know people have asked for that for quite a while now. I think it's mostly just to bully people on Earth. It's exactly what I would do with that kind of thing. Sway and heavy stamina break have been added. I don't know how effective sway is going to be, but heavy stamina break is going to be insane, especially on like a human or something, a human key build, where you can just heavy stamina break someone, and then just keep charging up and firing supernovas because they can't even fly away whilst they're stunned. It's great. It's gonna make for some easy kills. Power-up moves have been added. These are basically taunts that do something. I've tested them a little bit, not in a PvP sense, but I have tested them whilst I had access to the game. They're nice. They do give nice little buffs, but they also do have their own debuffs to them. So if you want to use them in a fight against an actual player, you have to take into consideration how they can harm you as well as, you know, how they can benefit you. Key blasts are now deflectable and beams now cancel out blast attacks. I thought key blasts were already deflectable, but apparently not. I guess just nobody ever used them and I got it wrong. But beams now cancelling out blast attacks means you can't just fire a key enzon through one and it'll hit the enemy before it reaches you. Melee attacks while not locked on find the closest target, and chase moves are cancelable now. Chase moves being cancelable is the only real part of this that matters, because they're so easy to counter. So if you get your timing right whilst you're using one, you can cancel it, and then whilst the enemy is in the counter animation wind down, you can throw something at them, or shit out another rush if you have it. Every move in the game has been rebalanced and revisioned. I'm going to assume this just means a lot of problematic moves like Hellzone Grenade have been changed, and they might also look a little prettier, who knows. Margin Absorption can absorb a fused player, and beam and blasts are now clashable. 1, that's great, makes it a lot more viable since it stacks with Kaioken. 2, this will be a nice counter to Supernova spam / Spirit Bomb spam, and also people can roleplay the family Kamehameha, you know, have fun with that. Alright, here's a short one. Masters. 7 new masters have been added, so let's just spitball on these. And Garlic Jr., Chilled, Bojack, Broly, Bardock, or King Vegeta, so that's 5. 6 and 7 would have to be, well, obviously would have to be Knesset and Pico. Masters now give a skill point on completion of training. You can earn EXP when you learn something new, and their progress has been reset. So this just means that anyone who's already completed their masters can still get those skill points, which adds up to 35 free skill points if you just do it again. Oh, I hate talking for this long. Okay, Otherworld. Transformations now drain less in Otherworld. This will be good for training mastery. Get a friend with Great Ape and you can just wail on them all day. Heaven added. Free quests. Learn fusion from the Metamorans at level 450. Grand Kai training quest. That's the one that gives you a skill point a day. And then the Pycon daily quest, which is where this Pycon boss down there comes from. Otherworld tournament mode we'll get to in a second, but new raids located in Hell are Guinea Force, Frieza, with King Cold, and Ultimate Evolution Cell. There's not much I can say other than that. It's more content, it's more moves, it's more EXP, and it's more Zenny, so I'll take it. Here we go, ranked updates. Matchmaking lobby has been remade and works better. Hopefully this just means we won't have to sit in the loading screen for 10 minutes. Ranked match has been refreshed and revamped. I don't know what this means. And now you can gain more Zenny if you're on a winning streak. That's nice. Here's something cool. Tournament mode. An 8-player bracket style tournament that gives rewards to the winner. I don't know if this means Zenny or costumes or something like that, but anything's good really. Each tournament has a leaderboard and whoever is number 1 gets an in-game statue in the arena. So if you're participating, make sure your avatar is disgusting, an awful Technicolor nightmare. Greens and purples and oranges and baby blues mixed together. Make an affront to God's holy creations, if you would. That would be nice. Next segment, the shop has been updated. Everything except for animations has gotten something new in the shop, and even then Key Blasts have finally started getting some animations, so that's nice. Everything that was bought from the shops other than Baba's items will be refunded totally. This excludes stuff like Drip Goku, the Kaido gear, and Halloween raid items. A lot of people might take a look at this and think this is a bad change or just a very odd one at that, but a lot of the new space items cost a shit ton of money. Alright, last segment, Gamepasses, thank Christ, because I'm running out of background cinematics. The Hyperbolic Time Chamber, there was already an Ultra Hands video on it and I was told about it at length in the Discord, but you can bring your friends in there. Don't know if they need the Game Pass or not. You can train Mastery there a lot faster with them, and there's a training mode there where you can get yourself 10 stats a day in each value, so that's 50 stats in total spread across all 5 of them. And the last thing to note are these 3 down here. We don't know what's in them. I'd assume the only people that actually do know are the developers, but I'd assume the Elder Kai offline training is just another training quest. Sorry this video is a bit late, I didn't really start recording anything until a day after it came out because I didn't feel like it. I also totally scrapped the original recording I had, which was about 17 minutes long. This is just a bunch of different ones cut up into one. I don't know what else to put here, so here's a picture of my cat. I hate this fucking creature so much.